What's up, everybody, and welcome to take two for this stream. For anyone not watching live, I've basically been online for about 40 minutes in the last stream, and my computer just died. So, I think I'm going to start this one as a fresh one, so apologies if you've been watching, and we're going to start go over some of the questions again. So to start off, I got 79 points this week. Mkhitaryan, loving it, 11 points, looking good. We'll talk about all the kind of knee jerks, what people who they're thinking of transferring out, etc., etc. Lots to talk about. Lots of players did well. Most players, there's not like a huge amount of players that did badly that were in people's teams, I don't think. Bit annoying with like Fabregas and Zaha, but mostly look good. But yeah, considering a lot of people have already been watching for 40 minutes, I'm just going to jump straight into the questions again. So yeah, apologies if you're watching. My computer basically blue screened, give me some error. I had to restart the whole thing, so no idea why, but hopefully that will be it. At least that's what I'm hoping. With Zaha, well, Zaha's not guaranteed injured, so wait and see. Was that half time? Yeah, pretty much. It was almost 45 minutes on the dot, actually. Is anybody going Salah captain against Palace next week? I have considered it, but I'm probably just going to go Lukaku again. I got 79 points. This is a good advert for a solid state drive. I have one of those. It's very old though. My computer's like 5.5 years old. Yeah, so yeah, it's a good point actually from Ben. Anyone that hit the like button before will need to do it again because I'm going to delete the other video just to roll with this one. And yes, sorry. Top right hand corner there's an eye, click that, you can vote on the polls. I'll go through them later on when we've been going on a bit longer. Am I going to triple captain Lukaku versus Swansea? No way. Save that triple captain for a double game week. Get Mooney in for Gabbiadini. No, I think Gabbiadini's stats were decent enough. I think Southampton apparently were decent enough. I didn't get to see the game. But I'm going to keep him. They've got such good fixtures, I'm going to keep him for a bit longer. Don't want to jump straight on Mooney after 2 goals. Who knows what's going to happen next game. Tadic for Zaha or keep him. I mean, Tadic again, Southampton-wise, apparently looked good, but Tadic always fails to deliver. Good to see you live. Cheers, Sean. Thanks for tuning in. Fully appreciate it to everyone who tunes in, as always. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit that sub button, actually, as well. Quite a few new subs already this evening, which is awesome. Who and when do Man United have in a double game week? Jesus, it's only game week 1. Double game weeks are far away yet. Don't worry about them just now. Happy with my Atsu pick? Happy enough yet? I think what was I expecting for 5 million against Spurs? You're playing 3-5-2 and got 100 points. Very nice. I don't know about 3-5-2. There's so many strikers I want. I got 79 points. I'm going to have to answer that question so many times. Thoughts on Phil Jones? That's an interesting one, actually. We went through that earlier. I think there's a good chance now, reading a report earlier, that basically Mourinho is trying to steady Lindelof in. He said he thinks it's probably too early to be playing against Real Madrid. He mentioned people like Matic and Lukaku are fine because they've got Premier League experience, but I think Lindelof now is going to be eased in slowly. So Phil Jones at 5 million is looking pretty good. If you planned your team for 3 or so game weeks, you should give it that many weeks before changing. I mostly agree, but there are times when players do much better than we thought they were going to. Or players do much worse than we thought. For various reasons, so I don't know if you have to wait 3 weeks, but I'm definitely a fan this week of saving, getting 2 for game week 3. How's it going, Adam? Have Morata and Lacazette now shown that they can definitely do it in the Premier League? Yeah, for sure. For sure, I think they can do it. They're top quality strikers at the end of the day. I don't think anyone really doubted Morata. I mean, he just knew he wasn't going to start, and no one doubted Lacazette. It's just how do you fit him in when you got Kane and Lukaku, and then you got Firmino, who's cheaper. Even Rooney scored. Do I reckon Rooney is revived? I think the perfect thing about Rooney is we can just wait and see, because we've got so many awful fixtures. I mean, I suppose you could then say if he doesn't do well, it might have just been for the fixtures, but I'm not in any rush to bring Wayne Rooney into my team, to be honest. Jesus looked better than Aguero for you. Yeah, I kind of agree, to be honest. Do we stay patient with Kane? I will be, yeah. Early thoughts on how I would use my 3 transfers in Game Week 3. A lot would depend on what Gabbiadini does in Game Week 2. I want to hold the faith there, but I also think that Firmino is a great pick. Or should be. But then Liverpool have not great Game Week 3 and 4 fixtures, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, it's Arsenal at home and City away. So do I want to be bringing Firmino in for that? I don't know. I really don't know what I would do. I may only make 1 and just roll the 2 the next week. We'll have to see. De Bruyne is probably the one at most risk in my team right now. Shelby is an idiot, you're right. Thoughts on this red card? It's just, why would you do that? So stupid. Liverpool played better versus the big teams. So that might be true again this season, you're right. But it's still tough to bring in one of their players when they're playing those teams, I think. But we'll see. We'll see. Is Ramsey or Willian a better replacement for Zaha? Probably Willian, because you know he's going to start. But I like Ramsey if he starts. Maybe, I might even prefer Ramsey to Willian. Can I do a live draft to see what you would do if you downgraded Kane? Probably. Oh no, wait. Transfers. That probably doesn't show properly now. Oh yeah, it does. Nice. Oh, it depends what we're downgrading for, right? So I mean, I'll probably go Firmino. That leaves me with 4 million. Look at this, actually. 11 million. Morata. And it still leaves me 1 million in the bank. Oof. Kane's going to have to go, isn't he? No, but he's not going to have to go right now. But 12.5 million. If all these strikers keep it up, he's not going to be worth the money. Yeah, I already looked at that earlier. I was looking at Firmino and Vardy, for example. So Lukaku, Firmino, Vardy, I'd have like still 2 or 3 million to spend elsewhere. Can I play some better music? No, afraid not. Unless you've got a playlist of music that won't get my video taken down. An indication of how quickly prices might be changing this season. The thing is, if they have tweaked it, we won't know just yet, and neither will the price change sites. They'll have to wait until a few price changes happen to work out the new algorithm. I don't think you start getting rid of Kane right now, seriously, but I think longer term, you've got to question him at 12.5. Same with Aguero last year. 30 million is a lot of money to have wrapped up on one player. And last year was even different because there wasn't really that many forward options. This year, it looks like there could be absolute bargains out there. So yeah, people asking about the Let's Talk FPL League. Let me have a look. I'm guessing the people asking are doing really well. So top of the shop is Peter Nkosi G7. I don't know if he's in chat right now. 107 points this week. Let me bring up his team on here. Where is it? I'm 156. This is his team. Check this out. That ain't bad. Eriksen, Mkhitaryan, lovely. Lukaku, no Kane, see? No Kane. Firmino, Lukaku, and Aguero, very nice. If he's not in chat dumping out the league. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, actually. If I, Reece, you keep telling me to hurry up. What the hell are you on about? Hurry up with what? Yeah, anyone that's not in the chat when I mention their name, boom, out of the league. Until we're left with just me. Have to keep KDB at home, yeah. Gabby isn't starting. I don't think there's any guarantees that Charlie Austin starts the next game. I'll tell you now though, as soon as Charlie Austin starts when Gabbiadini's fit, Gabbiadini is out of my team. You got 120. Not in my league, you didn't. Yeah, it'd be like a register at school. Anyway, let's have a look at my team for next week. Happy days, I think. Really happy with that. Right, Reece, you are a dickhead. Thoughts on Redmond? I mean, it's all Southampton. I've not seen the game, right? I have not even seen match of the day for Southampton, so I wouldn't know. And I've looked at their stats and they look pretty good, but they played a pretty poor side, so I don't know. I don't really like Redmond because he just fails to deliver like Tadic basically. He looks like a good price for a good team who've got good fixtures, and he just never delivers. Should you take Sané out? Yeah, I think so. See if you can find some extra money to get someone like Salah or Eriksen. Or Mane, even maybe. Bertrand's stats very good. Yeah, I think Bertrand's definitely worth the money over the others if you can afford it. Do you bring in Jones? Yeah, Jones is looking okay right now with Rojo out. Lindelof being eased in. I think for those that called Jones early on, fair play. Jeff Holt got 104, very nice. Is Welbeck an option at 7.5? I would steer clear of that, to be honest. Wait and see what happens with Sanchez first. Is Stevens 100% going to play? He should do while they've not signed the new defender. Until they sign a new centre back, he's not really under any risk. I'm hoping that he'll keep playing. The new defender they sign will just be backup. Would I be worried if I was a Danilo owner? Not short term. But yeah, as soon as Mendy's back, I'll be worried. Tempted to captain Salah. Yeah, me too, but I'm just going to play boring with my captain and keep it on the main man right now, and that's Lukaku. Kane will be captain in game week 3. I think it'll be, if in doubt on captain with me, it's going to be Lukaku for now. Should you play Davies or something? Yeah, I'd play someone like Davies. I'd play every game. Is Pogba, Eriksen, Ali, and Salah a good midfield four? Better if you have Mkhitaryan instead of Pogba. Harry Maguire looks a good one to watch. Agreed. I think once they got really good fixtures, you'd definitely be playing them. Thoughts on Xhaka? Yes, got 2 assists. Decent enough, but I don't know. Wait till he starts tackling. I'll be a bit more worried about him. But he's on set pieces, etc. What are my thoughts on Son? If Son starts getting game time, 8 million will be a bargain. But let's wait and see how they line up again next week. See if they throw him straight in against Chelsea now. Will I be keeping De Bruyne for the season? Almost certainly not. You have Willian, Zaha and Redmond. Should you bank your transfer? Yes, unless Zaha's ruled out, and then have a think about who you might be able to get instead. Should you have Mkhitaryan and Mata in midfield? I mean, Mata's an okay price at 7 million. But is he going to keep starting? I was very surprised that Herrera didn't play today. Maybe that's Mourinho going more attacking against the weaker sides. Did the Vardy Fantasy Island risk Maskett? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Luke had Vardy, I had Xhaka. Can't remember who the other two had. Who would I play in game week 2? Me or Atsu? I always favour the attacker, to be honest. But me's got to be a good shout. Unless I got completely the wrong guy. Yeah, no, yeah, Burnley defender, that's what I thought. Should you get rid of Zaha? No, not yet, I don't think. Have you had a look at Jonty's team? Nope, don't think so. How did he do? Oof, I was 4th for the mods and cons. He got 68, decent. Should put 5 in midfield, but there's so many options up front. Can you show me your points tally? No. It's 79. How much do I care about draft? Ish. I care about draft more now that I know it's going to be written on the Premier League website, that's for sure. I already answered the question about Danilo just a minute ago. Am I going to make a transfer this week? Nope. Can you show me... How does me showing you my points tally help you? That's a bit weird. 3-4-3 is definitely back this season. Thoughts on Mooney? What can you say? He looked pretty good. Scored 2 goals in the first game week, so that's always going to be nice. It's probably going to rise in price this week. It's only 6 million. If he keeps that up, that's a bargain. But I think it's worth waiting. Saving that transfer. But if you're happy to do it, go for it. I don't know if there's less options in midfield. I think there's potentially more value up front. Like last season you had like Aguero was really expensive, Kane was in everyone's team, Ibra was in a lot of people's teams. They were quite expensive. And there's loads of good midfield options, but now obviously Eriksen and Ali are 9.5, but that still looks underpriced to be fair. Salah as well. Salah and Mane, yeah, there's good options everywhere actually. I honestly think FPL have priced the players so well this year. Yeah, you can still, the league's open. I don't know what people think actually. Do they think I should change the league after, close the league after a few weeks? I don't mind people joining who are watching the stream, but I know what'll happen if we leave it open. Someone will do really well and just join right at the end. So I might close it after like 4 or 5 weeks. Someone will need to remind me though, because I'm awful at remembering stuff. The thing with no template. Yeah. So why don't I move my logo next to the Let's Talk FPL heading? I don't know really. Just haven't. I mean, I don't know if the webcam needs to be bigger. There's already enough of my face on the stream. Yeah, if there's no template, it'd be chaos because you're always going to have those roller coaster weeks. Nah, if you join the league now, you'd still get your game week 1 score. Code's in the description below the video. Nice work, Chris. Someone tweeted me earlier saying they weren't going to watch tonight because they didn't captain Lukaku, which I thought was great. What are my thoughts on going Kane and Zaha to Salah and Jesus for a 4-point hit? Nah, don't do it. Reed Davies, check how long Trippier's out for. I mean, Trippier doesn't really have a big deal have an effect on Davies, really. It's Danny Rose. Add Fantasy Football Scout streams to SoundCloud. Yeah, I don't. That's not my deal, really. Tamulet's a good shout for Gabby Dini if you can start scoring. Will be a bargain to free up funds in midfield. Yeah, I keep looking at ways I could free up funds from midfield, but realistically, and this is why I'm not so tempted to transfer Kane out. And I know I shouldn't anyway, but if I transfer Kane out for Firmino, I have 4 million to spend. So I can't get Ericsson or Ali for Atsu, so that kind of puts me off straight away. Now in game week 3, obviously this will depend on prices. Let's say Mooney is still a good option. Then Kane to Firmino, Gabbiadini to Mooney, and Atsu upgraded to Ericsson. Could be right. How does it feel to get burnt by Gabby? I honestly don't feel that bothered about it. It seemed to do alright, hit the bar. It's always next game. I got 79 points this week. Is Mickey nailed? Mostly, I'd say. He's not like a Pogba or a Lukaku, to be honest. May get the odd rest here or there. Gabby for Vokes. A Burnley striker, though. I can't do it. Will Elliott remain as Newcastle's #1? He should do for now. Keep an eye on transfers before the end of the window. Should you swap Daniels next week? After next game, he's going to play City and Arsenal. I don't think so. I think you can keep him for those. If you've got someone better, maybe. I mean, I'll tell you who I'll be tempted by is Phil Jones in game week 3. But there's so many transfers to make, so few transfers to actually have. Do I want to bring in Jones versus Vardy? Don't know. Is Kane a good option for captain? I think Lukaku is better this week, but I always would. Good job you got a decent score with all the questions about how many points you got, yeah. It's quite funny, when I do really badly, people always tweet me straight away to tell me how badly I've done, which is cool. And then when I do really well and like put out a couple of pictures of like Mkhitaryan and co, I get people telling me I'm too smug. For some reason FPL didn't automatically add me to the Let's Talk FPL League. I think I created a new league, so there's a new... It didn't auto add everyone from last year. How's it going, Jamie? Lukaku or Mane, captain, and why? I mean, they're both great options, to be honest. Mane's obviously got a couple of extra ways to get more points, clean sheets and that whatnot, but I don't really see that. They're both going to do well. I'm going to go Lukaku. I feel like it's just... I suppose it's a bit... I don't even know if it is safer, to be honest. I'd almost say that's a coin toss. If you're asking what fantasy football Nirvana is, I'd say you probably already know what it is. If you had Firmino, would he be in contention for captaincy? No, I'm going to captain Lukaku. I think he's going to be so good this year. Everything going through Lukaku, it seems all the Man United... I mean, he's the focal point up front, right? So, it's always going to go through him. Should you take a -4 to bring him in? Probably not. Yeah, I don't really like choosing a player because of ownership, but I mean, fair enough. Yeah, if that's one of the reasons you want to choose Lukaku. Do I know when Trippier has come back? Maybe a week or two, I think. I mean, Pochettino will probably give us more news on the press conference. But I don't think he's that far away. Cheers, Soa. Lukaku could have had more if he had made more effort to get the box. Yeah, I didn't see it, so it's hard for me to... It's hard for me to say. Why are there no midfielders worth getting under 7 million? Yeah, I gotta be honest. It doesn't look great under 7 million, does it really? There's not a great deal of choice that I want to go for. That's kind of why I went for Atsu. Just thought I'd go really cheap. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think you need JK now just yet. Chalobah for 4.5 is a steal. Yeah, I think that's going to be the problem. Is there's not that many cheap midfielders, and there's probably it's not that there's no cheap forwards. It's just that they're all like kind of mid-priced. Ronaldo just scored a class goal. I'll look at it later. No money in the bank. I was hoping Trippier would be out for a while. Kyle Walker-Peters looked a bargain. Yeah, he did actually. Looked really nice. Really good. Got man of the match. Can someone explain how the wildcard works? This is your first year doing FPL. So, use the wildcard and you can make unlimited transfers for that week. You can only use it once up until Christmas and then once after Christmas. Ronaldo red card. What? Yeah, I'd have to have a... To be honest, for like 6 million... let me have a quick look at the midfielders now for like under 7 million. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, you got Brunt, Decore, Xhaka. I mean, Ramsey I like for 7 million if he's going to keep starting. Moy got an assist, didn't he? He's been touted quite a bit pre-season. There's Tom Ince, maybe. Didn't do anything this week, but not say you won't. I don't know. It's tough, to be honest. When you wildcard, does your team change back afterwards? No, you get what you get whatever you set. The thing you're thinking of is the free hit. With that one, you get a team for 1 week and then it goes back. Value in silver and Sun at 8 million. Yeah, I think Sun at 8 million. I'm not a fan of silver for fantasy football. If you'd stuck with Mooney and Higazi, you'd have 23 more points, bringing you up to 109. That means you scored 86. I think that's alright, to be fair. When do most people start using their wildcard? They use it around game week 4 or game week 6 usually for the first one. But you don't have to do it that week. You'll find, like, within kind of the FPL circle, I suppose, a lot of people use it game week 4 and 6 because it's like international breaks and stuff. You've had a few weeks to see who's playing well, etc. But I mean, if I consistently have a good 2 or 3 weeks, then I may not play it. I played it game week 6 last year, basically. You had the De Gea, Mkhitaryan, Lukaku triple up, very nice. And I was pretty happy with Foster clean sheet, to be honest. The goalkeeper situation was really bugging me up until deadline. But in the end, just stuck with Foster with the fixtures. And I mean, we talk about Pulis teams quite a bit. I mean, they only got 6 clean sheets last year, but I mean, the way I kind of looked at it in the end was maybe that's an anomaly. I shouldn't keep trying to say that word. I'm really bad, but anomaly. Yeah, and so maybe they're going to get more this year. What's this free hit business? Basically, you get 1 chip called free hit. You use it and you can change your team just for that week within the budget of your team. And then after that week you get your normal team back. Can't believe Bournemouth didn't score. Yeah, I didn't see it, to be honest. I don't know how many chances they created. Yeah, Pereira did get injured. Would I take a fully fit Ibra back at United, or would it negatively affect Lukaku's minutes? I don't really want to see Ibra back at United if it's going to affect Lukaku. I think we just go with the new man now. I think he can do... obviously, he's not as good as Ibra was back in his prime, but I think right now, I'd rather take Lukaku. Huddersfield do have good fixtures yet. De Gea will get bags of clean sheets, that's why you got him. He absolutely will. Well, Gabby, didn't he keep his place? I think he probably will start again, yeah. How often can you use... sorry, just go back to that Austin question. The problem is he's always likely to come off early, so we'll have to see. Am I fearful for not having Ali? No, because you can have everyone, but I do think he's good value at 9.5. Like, if I could go again, I'd probably do De Bruyne to Ali. But I mean, I've got Mkhitaryan for 1.5 less, and he scored more than Ali, so it's not the end of the world. How often can you use triple captain? Once a year. Save it for a double game week later in the season. Who should you replace Fabregas with? I'd look at Willian maybe, or Ramsey. Lukaku will get the golden boot this year. He may well do. Although I would never write Kane off. And is that guy Sergio Aguero's alright too. Jesus maybe. Man, people go nuts about Ronaldo. It's pretty funny. Dawson or Higazi? If you think Higazi's going to keep his spot, then it's got to be him, right? Otherwise, go Dawson. 79 points this week. Change Fabregas to Mata. I would be wary of Mata, to be honest. Don't know if he's going to keep starting. Yes, Jeff, that's right. 79. I was waiting for someone else to put it in the chat. Should you put Pereira or Richie as your fourth mid? I kind of like Richie still. Good fixtures to come. Am I going to watch Match of the Day too? Nah, probably not. Probably finish the stream up at some point and then shoot off. Damn, still 250 people watching. There was 300 before the blue screen of death. That's awesome, considering the game week lines go up. Did you change the LTF? I got 79. Yeah, I could do. Do I think Firmino could have a major goal tally this season? Yes. I think he can improve on last year. So 11 goals, 11 assists now with penalties. Could he hit 20 goals with 10 assists? Maybe. I mean, that's what Sanchez did last year. That'd be pretty impressive. See you later, Adam. Enjoy Match of the Day too. Always forget that song, actually. It's a bit of a bugger. We'll keep going anyway. Really annoyed now that the other stream went down. So that put me on like nearly an hour and a half then. Could have shut it off. Rashford or Firmino? Firmino for me. Phil Jones, a good shout, yeah. Change De Bruyne for Mane. I mean, that's not a bad move, but I'd probably keep De Bruyne for now. Don't write him off so quick. Firmino is a must-have. I'm not sure about that. What do I think about Redmond? I don't really like him, to be honest. If you've got him, keep him a few more games. See how he goes. Any plans to bring in Alexi Sanchez if he stays? No. No plans. We'll see the panic after he gets another 23-point haul. Yeah, Morata, I'd definitely closely monitor him. Change Courtois for Forster. You don't really want to be making goalkeeper changes now if you've made one. I mean, maybe yes if you need the 0.5 million, but I tend to find transfers work better not doing them on goalkeepers most of the time. You didn't miss anything, Phil. Well, not much anyway. Let's do a bit of a plug now. If you are watching and enjoying it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Only on 51, I'm sure we can get, or 52 when I hit it. I'm sure we can get to 100 plus in the next few minutes. And if you are new around here, hit that sub button. I think we've actually got about 30 new subs already tonight, so we're up to 2281. Which is pretty cool, getting close to that 2,500 now. Which would be awesome. I'll do the polls in a sec, yeah. Any regrets about putting certain players in over others? Nope, not so far. I'm annoyed about putting Kane in instead of Firmino. If Coutinho stays, does that impact Salah's points potential? Yeah, I think they go up. Those Kane stats sound much like Gabbiadini's. Okay, let's do the polls, will we? See you later, Playboy. So polls wise, I did Zaha owners. What are you doing? 69% said keep him. 27% said they're transferring him. 3% are taking a hit. How many transfers are you taking this week? 71% said 0. Well, that's quite high. People like to knee-jerk after game week 1. 19% said 1. 6% said they're taking 3 or more. 3% said 2. And are you fretting over De Bruyne? 44% say no, he stays. 29% said I'll give him a few weeks yet. 18% said he's got 1 week to get me some points. And 6% are getting rid this week, apparently. Damn. Gabbiadini none on target yet, but next week it's going to happen. Benteke for Mooney, I don't know, it seems a bit knee-jerk to me. I mean, you're basically making that transfer on 1 game week where one scored and 1 didn't. You can't keep changing players because of that. What do I think of Van Arnold versus a tired Liverpool defence? I think he could be okay. I would play him if I had him in that match for sure. See you later, Ben. You switched J-Rod and Willian to Phillips and Gabbiadini last minute. Yeah, might not go too well. Am I jealous of Ken and Jesus' haul of 2 points? Can't say I am. How about a standard poll asking for the weekly points total of those of us in here so we can gauge our range? Yeah, I could do, I suppose. Do I watch other FPL YouTubers? I hate answering that question because I feel like everyone expects you to watch each other, but no, I don't tend to watch most of them, to be honest. And I think the reason why I stream is because I like watching streams and I like chatting to people. So like, you have a question, I answer it, or I ask you guys a question because I don't have all the answers at the end of the day. Just starting the discussion, really. Whereas a lot of the videos are all the same. Who should you pick this week, etc., etc. And you kind of already know that. Everyone's doing that. Everyone's writing an article on who the best picks are this week. So that's why I don't tend to. I do watch them from time to time, but not religiously or anything. That's just my choice. Like, I'm sure they don't watch this crap either. Do I have a favourite team abroad? Nah. Well, I live in Ireland, so my favourite team abroad is Man United. You have Mkhitaryan, Lukaku. Nice. How come a lot of people are getting rid of Zaha? It's not because they have Liverpool next, it's because he went off with a knock, but a lot of people are saying he's not actually injured, so hold off on that one, I would. Can you accumulate more than 2 free transfers? Nope. Once you've got 2, you have to use 1, or you lose it. But if you build up to 2 and then only use 1, you'll still have 2 next time. How did I become a Man United fan? Very cliche. My uncle basically got me watching them when I was young. Plus, it was always easy to watch them because they were winning. So from like 4 years old, I think I used to watch them with him. Just kind of stuck, really. Favourite Irish team? Galway. Moy looked great. Yeah, I heard some good things about him. Big Royce was saying good things about him earlier in the chat. You're starting to take FPL a lot more serious this year. Well, you're in the right place, Connor. Make sure you stick around. Who has Mark got in his team? His ID is 370 if you want to check. Is Lukaku going up in value tonight? Probably not. I mean, FPL statistics is what I usually use for price rises. They have Xhaka and Higazi going up tonight, not Lukaku. Salah very close and Vardy very close. We'll have to see. Should you swap out Kante? You got your 0 points. Yeah, Kante's not a good pick. Just remember with the price rise sites, there's generally a few algorithm changes, so they never get it too accurate the first few weeks. It usually takes a few weeks to get that. I'm ranked like 324k or something. It's not hugely important in game week 1. What do I think about bringing Xhaka in? There's lots of love for Xhaka. I don't know, I just feel like that's so knee-jerk. Oh, he's 5.5 as well. I thought he was only 5. Nah. No, not for me. I'll put the site in chat, what I use for price changes. Do I transfer at the start of the week to beat price drops or later after the manager's press conferences? So that changes from week to week. I generally like to wait to get as much information as possible, but that's not always, well, it's not that it's not always possible. If I absolutely know what transfer I'm going to make, and especially if the player I'm bringing in doesn't have to play another game before the deadline, you know, they've just got training, then I will make it earlier to beat price drops and price rises. But I think I've got pretty lucky this year for game week 1 that I don't think any of my players are going to be dropping in price pretty quick. So I'm alright, I think. And there's not really anyone I want to get rid of. Do I know if FPL Discovery will be up and running? I don't know, to be honest. I assume so, though. I hope so. I like FPL Discovery. I won't make the poll for our points this week because to see it, you'd have to reload the stream. It just gets annoying. Not everybody will do that. So the results will be skewed. Yeah, we'll do it next week. Or next stream, even. Lots of people selling Kane will probably drop 0.1. Do you know what? I'll take the drop. I'm not going to worry about that. Kyle Walker for 6.5. Do I like Kyle Walker? 6.5 Man City. I don't know. I don't think so. Not straight out the bat. Is Kolasinac the new Alonso? No, I think Alonso's still going to be the new Alonso. To be honest, looking at his stats, as long as they don't sign a new team, new left back or left wing back. That is my team for next week. Yeah. Am I making any transfers? No, I'm pretty happy with my team. I don't think there's anything. De Bruyne, I suppose I'm a little bit wary of now. Maybe I should have thought about it more before the season started, but it doesn't tend to like get in the box. Bellerin, good to keep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm not, like I just said, I'm not going to make the poll about the points for now. Who should you swap out Kante for? It depends how much money you got in the bank. I'm going to guess you've probably got nothing. And he's 5 million. So you could look at Atsu. It's probably a better pick. Maybe Loftus-Cheek at 4.5 million. De Bruyne will come good. I have absolutely no doubts that over the season he'll score well. It's just whether or not he's too... At some point you want him to explode, right? Richie looks shaky. You're mad you got him. I think he'll do alright still. He wasn't on all set pieces though, which is a shame. Do I think Morata will start next game? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I've got to think of a stream redesign to put the score, the game week rank, overall rank, and my score on the screen. Because otherwise I'm just going to get asked it over and over again. I can probably put it somewhere. I'll figure it out. I'll probably put it in the on the team lineup somewhere. In the top left and top right hand corners. Chelsea defence and mids look shaky. Just wait and see about them. I wouldn't write Chelsea off just yet. Do I think Mooney will continue to be awesome? I'll be honest, I don't really know anything about him. He was getting a pretty good, obviously he did good pre-season, he's carried that on. So there's always a chance he will. But I'm not going to rush to get him in. Do I believe in Kane against Chelsea? I don't know, he's playing in August. Never ever scores in August, remember? Yeah, Pedro back will help. I guess Rudiger just goes straight in at the back for Cahill. They play Alonso, Azpilicueta. Excuse me. And Moses will be back as well, won't he? Who do I think will have the most points at the end of the season? Lukaku? No, I don't know. You think just Gale justified your doubts of him? Yeah, I was... To be honest, I didn't really want to go for any promoted players, but Sutton was cheap, Atsu was cheap, so that's why I ended up with them. Who do you put in for Sané and Fabregas? I mean, you could go up a bit with one of them, so like Ali Ericsson or Mane or Salah, someone like that. And get someone cheaper in for Fabregas. David Luiz will play midfield next game. Probably not. How did the Scoutcast guys do? I think they scored less than me, but not by much. I think they got like around 68, 70, so only a few points in it. Sturridge will start ahead of Firmino when he gets back. Nope. Firmino's first choice striker there. Gabbiadini's next 4 games are against teams who leak goals. Surely he will smash the points. I don't know, I'm not that confident in him, but I'm happy to hold him. What does the vice captain do? Basically, if your captain doesn't play, you get vice captain double points. Am I interested in Fosu Mensah if he keeps getting starts? I don't know. I mean, Crystal Palace defence is probably not going to keep clean sheets. I like Dank as goal threat, potential goal threat. Van Aert, not the same thing. Not sure I would be expecting many clean sheets out of them, to be honest. Don't forget, people, anyone watching, if you don't enjoy the stream, hit that like button. We can get to 100 likes pretty soon. We're on 76 now, so it'd be cool to hit 100 soon enough. You got 68 points, is that good? Yep, solid start. Ake to Jones in game week 3 if he's nailed. I mean, I'm looking at Daniels to Jones already in game week 3, but I'm going to wait on that one. Do I think Atsu is being overhyped? Yes. But he is only 5 million, so I mean, at that kind of price point, is a risk I'm happy to take, I think. It's not like I'm spending 9 million or 8, well, whatever, 7 to 9 million on someone I don't really think will do well. If he doesn't do well, so be it. He's kind of in there to make sure I can have other high-priced players. Should you use triple captain on Lukaku next week? Nah, you should probably wait to the double game week. Which will be far in the future. Jeff, you're 23rd in the Scoutcast League. Can you get a mention? I don't know. I'm not the man that handles mentions. Plus, I always forget to mention people. Hey Mickey, you're so fine. Yeah, I know. I apologise for the thumbnail and the title, but I couldn't resist, to be honest. Plus, I've always got that Salah one saved up for a future stream now. Maybe even the next stream. Is there a specific time that price changes go through? I think they're like 1:15 or 2:15, something like that. I don't think Zaha has a mystery injury. They just don't know exactly what's up with him yet. Keep Zaha on the bench when injured or set him on the team. Hope he plays. You'll probably get news either way, but you got to play him, I think. Unless you have some superstar on the bench. Lots of questions on Zaha. Would I do Phillips to Atsu /int /Moy for a free transfer? No. Is Phillips injured? I don't think so. What's going on with the background music? I have a slightly longer playlist this year, so there might be some dodgy stuff on there. I actually probably need to listen to it at work and just delete anything that's really dodgy. But I've said this loads of times before. It's the only thing I can play on stream without getting my videos taken down, so... Well, it's probably not the only thing, but it's very handy. Would Danilo be a good choice? I kind of look at Danilo as if you haven't started with him, you probably shouldn't buy him now. He's going to be very... it's potentially a very short-term pick. He may get played in like a back three, but I think once once Mendy's back, then he becomes a problem. So I would probably avoid for now. If you've got him, happy enough, you play him again. Take a hit to switch Zaha to Willian. No, I don't think so for now. Wait and see. Do you win anything if you finish first in your league? You get pride of place in the description below the video to say that you won. Who do I support? Man United. One person's dodgy music is another person's magic. True. You're not regretting your decision to go Kaneless. Fair play. Candyland hit play, but this is delicious. This is better. What would you do if you started with Walker at City? I'd keep him for now. Is Zaha injured? Yes. Well, enough to have his, I think his leg in a brace. But that doesn't mean he's not going to play next week. So just wait. What about taking a hit to switch Zaha to Salah or Mickey? I still think you wait on that. I don't know if it's worth a hit right now. Atsu and Mkhitaryan or Redmond and Zaha. So I would say Atsu and Mkhitaryan because that's who I have, but I wouldn't take a hit for that. Have I had anyone copy my team for this whole season? No, so I only started streaming in like January. So it's midway through the season. If anyone's copying my team, then honestly they're not making a good choice. Plus, a lot of the time, sometimes I'll make transfers live on stream if I know what I'm doing, but a lot of the time I'll make them off stream, and it won't always be what I say on stream. So I wouldn't even try to copy, to be honest. What will I do when Hazard's back? I'll look at him, see if he's a good option. See what I can get him in for and go from there. I wish there was a midfielder at 8.5 I really like, because De Bruyne to 8.5 and Gabbiadini to Firmino, it looks like a nice choice, but there's not really anyone at 8.5 that I want to go for. Will Sutton get any games for me? Probably game week 3 and 4. Fantasy football fixed prices, they're usually fairly accurate, but like same thing with FPL statistics, not necessarily at the start of basically. Siggy when he moves, no. Well, I'd have to see him a few times first. I'm not sure about Sigurdsson at where he's not the main man. Who do I think will score the first hat trick of the season? Kane, game week 3 against Burnley. You heard it here first. You're thinking of selling De Bruyne and getting in Jesus? I don't know. I'd stick with your first choice for now. To do that would probably take a hit. Almost certainly. So it's just not worth it. Would I play Atsu over... Oh, excuse me, I had to yawn. Trent Arnold, yes, because unlikely that Liverpool keep clean sheets. Danilo against Everton, yeah, I'd probably still play Atsu. When choosing a 4.5 winning goalkeeper, do I opt for clean sheets or save points? I guess you pretty much go for both. I went for Foster because of the fixtures, hoping he would get clean sheets. Have I taken any hits yet? Nope, not yet. Is it worth taking hits just to catch price rises? No, I don't think so. But if there's 2 players you really want, you get to a point sometimes where like 2 players might be dropping, and 2 players you think you're going to want are going to be rising, and at that point you could be losing like over $1 million. If the 2 go down 0.3 and the other 2 go up to 0.3, then maybe I would take the hit then just to stop it. But don't start worrying about it too much like game week 1. Will Sterling start the next few matches? It seems unlikely if they're going to continue with this formation. It's yeah, no, Sterling seems like a big risk. Take a hit to avoid drops. Well, I don't know. Only if you want that person that's dropping out anyway. De Bruyne had no attempted assist. He also had no shots in the box. Will Ramsey start game week 2? Yeah, I think he will. Yeah, Ben Davies is a good pick. Is Azpilicueta a good choice? 6.5 million. I'd probably wait on him now. I mean, 6.5 million is a lot of money for him. I mean, I've said this a few times. Once you get to that kind of price, you're only 0.5 off Alonso. All this debate on De Bruyne, wait 2 more games before switching him. Yeah, that's fair enough. When am I making transfers? Probably next game week. I'm happy with my team. Don't think there's anything that needs changing. Where will the points come from in the Stoke team? I don't know if they will come, to be honest. I'm avoiding Stoke. I think they're a bit of a worry. See you later, Killian. Oh, you're going to put Trippier in and realise he was injured, so you went for Ben Davies instead. Very nice. So good getting goals from your defenders. Any thoughts on Salah versus Mane after game week 1? Salah used a little deeper in the absence of Coutinho. I don't know if that's true. Watching the match, I thought Salah was pretty far forward, to be honest. I'd be interested to see the heat maps, which I probably can go and just check on. FFS. I don't know if there's much in it, to be honest. And right now, I'm quite happy that Salah is cheaper. So I guess just go for him. Like, sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm happy I've got him. I'm happy I've saved 0.5 less. But Mane looks like a really good pick as well. But for now, I don't see why you would pay the extra. I mean, yes, people said like his goal was lucky, but it was his pace that got him there. I mean, if he hadn't ran to get that ball, then how do we know? You know, the defender would have probably got rid of it. Have I seen the El Clasico? No, I've not seen it, but I heard what happened to Ronaldo. You should have got Ake. Maybe Daniels will do better than him this week. Who knows? Firmino was playing more defensive and Salah was playing more as a striker. Yeah, Salah was, from what I remember, he was quite far at the pitch a lot of the time. But that happened last year with Firmino. He kind of brings in the wingers. Brings the wingers into play. How many free transfers can you have at once? Maximum of 2. Mane's probably going to score more, but Salah is cheaper. Something like that. Okay, people. Last chance to vote. Top right hand corner, click little eye and vote on all the polls we got, and I'll read them out. And while you're doing that, don't forget to hit that like button. Much appreciated. We had over 360 likes on the video before this one. Absolutely crazy. 396. Oh no, wait, that's wrong. 369. Lovely. So yeah, have a few vote. Make sure you go and vote because there's not been many votes compared to normal. In fact, I'm going to do my votes now. Job done. And I'll do that regular one people said about points, at least in the first stream after the game week. I got 79 this week. You could say, like I said, I would just discuss that about Salah being lucky, but I mean, he had some other good chances as well. On another day, maybe he puts another one of them away and doesn't get that lucky one. I don't know. Sometimes you make your own luck, right? Where to vote? Top right hand corner. If you hover over with your mouse, you should see an eye. If you're watching on mobile or tablet, you should be able to just click there. You got 85 game week 1. Very nice. Yeah, I need for these streams. It's a shame you can't use like Twitch. Use like Twitch bot. or Nightbot, or whatever, just to get. So every time someone mentions Zaha, I can just put in wait and see. Well, then I guess if we did that, I wouldn't even need to be here. That'd be maybe a bit annoying. Okay, polls. If you haven't voted now, it's too late. It's too late, people. We'll let you view your draft team. Yeah, draft website seems a bit shit, to be honest. Okay, Zaha owners. Total response is 131. So this is almost double the responses the last time I read out the poll results. So 60% say keeping, 32% say transferring, 7% say they're taking a hit to get rid of him. How many transfers are you making this week? 62% say 0, 26% say 1, 6% say 2, and 4% say they're taking 3 or more. And are you fretting on Kevin De Bruyne? 41% say no, 33% say they're going to give him a few weeks, 14% say he's got 1 week to get me some points, and 10% apparently are getting rid of right here, right now, this week. So harsh, so harsh. Zaha uploaded a picture on Snapchat of a leg brace. Yeah, we already knew that though, we just don't know how bad it is. Could be just precautionary. Do I rate Gabbiadini? Probably got to say no, I suppose. But I'm hoping he'll prove me wrong. Lacazette captain or nah? Not for me. Not this week. But it depends who else you got, to be fair. I can't write him off for you. Arsenal got Stoke. Stoke aren't looking great. In fact, I don't think Stoke are great at all. So you could captain Lacazette. It depends who your other options are, really. Lacazette or Lukaku? I'm going to go Lukaku, I think. If Zaha performs badly, game it 2, you'd definitely transfer him out. But after that, they have a good fixture again. I don't know. Swansea at home, yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting rid of him. I got 79 points. Thoughts on the rumour that Swans are doing a triple sweep for Allen, Chadley and Boney. Well, Boney back to Swansea, I kind of like that. And he'd probably be cheap as well, 7.5 million. Joe Allen back. He was there before, wasn't he? Was he? I think he was. Chadley, I like Chadley. Be interested to see what happens with him. Wait, is this Boney? Hang on, sorry, I've got that wrong about Boney, haven't I? Because he's already. Wait, who the hell owns Boney anymore? Can't remember. He's probably already in the game, and I've just completely missed it. Who will be the bargain of the year? Lukaku, for sure. Okay, Boney's not been priced up. I love Chadley, to be honest. Love to be able to get him in. Oh, I'm in such a conundrum now. There's like 300 people watching, but I kind of need to go. It's getting late. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed about the other stream went out, but there's really nothing I can do about it. It's done now. So yeah, but probably run up to the last like five minutes first. Last 5 minutes for the last few questions, and then we're gonna start shooting off. I think you have to make sacrifices as a big YouTuber. I know. I don't know what to do with myself these days. Got all this money now. No worries, Connor. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit that sub button. I'm pretty sure we were on about 250 before the stream. Now we're nearly on 2,300, so about 50 subs tonight, which is awesome. So appreciate everyone tuning in. Been steady for about 300 people, which is cool. I'm loving that. So hopefully we can keep it up. It's only 6 PM in New York. Yeah, it's not 6 PM here, unfortunately. 20 past 11. Although this stream's only an hour, I was already on for like 40 minutes on the other stream, so annoying that it went down, but that's the way it goes. Scoutcast is usually out on Tuesday. When will I make my transfers this week? I'm not making any transfers. Cheers, Russell, Jeff. See you again. 5 PM in Jamaica, nice. You got De Bruyne, Lacazette and Kane as your best captain options this choice. I think I like Lacazette out of all of them. Do I play FIFA? Yeah. I'd wait on De Bruyne, and that's what everyone in the poll thinks too. What do I think of Kolasinac? Pogba or Mkhitaryan? Mkhitaryan for me. I'll put my points up for the... So that yeah, adds up to 79 basically. There's been a massive rise in people tuning in since last season. Yeah, I mean, I think right now it's... a lot of it is start of the season, like, love for the game. I guess that clears up pretty quick. Although, when you're watching stuff like this and the Scoutcast or going on Fantasy Football Scout, you probably have more interest because you're doing better, hopefully. But yeah, if we can rock 300 people at a time, I'll be happy with that. You have Alonso, Matic, Zaha or Kane. Should I move for Salah or Mickey? Nah, just hold on. Although Matic is probably not a good long-term pick. What do I think about United's performance? It sounds really good, but I didn't see the game, unfortunately. I explained on the other stream, I think. Might have been at the start of this one, so apologies if I've mentioned it twice on this one stream, but I basically went to a pub that advertised they were going to show the football. I got there, I live in Ireland, they were showing hurling, so I was a bit pissed off. I tried going to like 4 other pubs around the same area, and none of them had it on. So I actually missed the game today, absolutely gutted, especially with Lukaku captain and Mkhitaryan in my team. But that's just the way it goes. Mane or Mkhitaryan? Now that's a tough question, right? So I'd always say Mane usually, but he's 1.5 million more. If Mkhitaryan's going to keep starting and Man United are going to keep playing like this, Mkhitaryan's better value, surely. Shame you found out about Zaha from this stream. Apologies, but that's the way it happens. I think he was a good pick. I almost had him myself, but went for Mkhitaryan in the end. Your free transfer stacks up until you have 2. Oh, match of the day 2 are telling us about Kane and August. Nightmare. Should you get rid of Jesus? Nah, I'll leave it. You're already bottom of your league. Worth using an early wildcard? Probably not. Hold on to it. Chill out. Yeah, I mean, Mooney, Huddersfield have good fixtures. Seems like a bit of a knee-jerk to me, but not the worst option. Depends who you're transferring out for, though. Like, who have you got that's done so badly you feel like you need to get rid of him? 79 points I have. Yeah, that is my task for next week or next stream. Make sure I have my points somewhere on the stream. When is the next live stream? Good question. I have to sweet talk the missus. So I tend to do at least 2 a week. I usually do one the day of or the day after the games are finished. So obviously they finished today, so I did one today, and then I'll try and do one the day before the deadline. So the deadline's on Saturday. I'll do one on Friday. Although this week Friday is going to be tough. So I'll probably only stream once more this week, which will be Thursday, I expect. We'll see. But best thing to do is follow me on Twitter. I'll let you know in advance when the stream is going to be, because I'd like to do it set every week, but I can't just because life gets in the way, and obviously game weeks change. So if there's a game week starting in the middle of the week deadline, then I can't obviously do the same streams. I have to mix it up a bit. So keep an eye on Twitter would be my advice. Something flying in the room. When should you get rid of Southampton players? When they start doing awful and the fixtures dry out, which is like 11 weeks. Yeah, I just hold a piece of paper saying 79. The missus got 55. Decent enough start. See you later, Jacob. You'd put Lacazette in for Kane? No, not yet. Do I think United will sign any more players this window? Yes, I think they probably still want like more of a someone like, well, they've on about Perisic obviously. I wonder if we need a new centre midfielder as well. Don't know if we're kind of lacking in depth. I don't know. It's interesting the way you use Mata today. It showed that we had Fellaini and Herrera. Yeah, there's talk of a new left back, but I'd really like to see Shaw be given another chance. We'll see. Oh dear, Tom. Oh dear. Martial should start more often. Agreed. Hopefully he starts the next game. I just feel that Martial is going to be so good. But barely gets... Well, it's not that he doesn't get given a chance. He's never given a consistent run of games. It's always like he doesn't do well for one game and he's out. So, I don't know, a bit annoying. 2,300 subs. Crazy. It's getting busy. Make sure... Oh, bollocks. Sorry, excuse the language. Make sure to tell all your friends about the stream. Even though I know people hate telling their friends about stuff that might give them an advantage, but that's the way it goes. Well, I'm going to delete that other stream. 40 minutes worth of streams just gone. There you go. Exactly in chat. The reason I don't tell my friends about your channel is because they might overtake me in the league. I know, that happens a lot. It's a struggle, but anyway, hopefully just by people watching and liking, we'll get more known. It'd be cool to grow the channel a bit. Who do I think will start up front in United's next match? Lukaku is going to start every game up front. He has to. If Shaw gets into the team, who's straight in my FPL team, 5 million. Attacking, win penalties, clean sheets. I need him. I need him in my team. Will Jones keep starting? In the short term for sure. Longer term, maybe not, but it's looking quite good for him right now. Let's Talk FPL as our secret weapon. Ah, oh, nightmare. Don't let it be a secret. Tell everyone to join in. I promise I'll give him bad advice. My biggest regret is not finding your channel before drafting a squad. Hey, look, there's always next year. To be honest, don't worry too much about how you started off in game week 1 because you've got a wild card. You can sort it out later on. Game week 1 is not the be-all and end-all. There's plenty of the season left to go. So don't panic too much. Don't start making rage transfers. Go from there. Yeah, Rashford did play really well from what I heard. 7.5 million striker though. Not for me. Jose doesn't like Shaw. So I read an article pre-season that basically said he was ready to give him another chance. But we'll see. I got 79 points. People in Reddit FPL are calling Kane a mouth-breathing Gabbiadini. Ah, come on. I need Kane to score. I don't care if he only scores 1 goal in the next 2 matches. As long as he scores in August to shut people up. That's what I need. Do you lose points with wildcard? Nope. You just get to completely change your team. Sell Matic and Alonso for a Mickey and a 4 million defender. That doesn't sound too great. Unless you're benching Matic currently, in which case it might be okay. But keep Alonso for now. Being a fan of Danny Rose, would you have him in your team if you went to United? Probably. 6.5 million though. But yeah, probably. The league name is Let's Talk FPL. The code is in the description below the video. Zaha's potentially injured. We're going to have to wait for more news. Right, people. I've got to go. It sucks, but it's 11:30 here. Had a good time streaming. Appreciate everyone tuned in, whether you tuned into this stream or the other one. Anyone that hit the like button, you're a legend. Hit it on your way out if you haven't already. And if you are new around here, tell all your friends. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. That'll let you know when I'm streaming next. Right now, it looks like that stream will probably be Thursday. I'd like to do on Friday, but my parents are coming to stay with us, so can I stream? They'll only get here at like 8:30, and then I'll be streaming like an hour later. I don't know. I might do on Friday. If I do, it'll probably be later. But follow me on Twitter, Andy85WSM, and I'll always let you know in advance when I'm streaming, at least like the morning of the day of, etc., etc. So yeah, follow me on Twitter, hit that like button, hit the sub button. But for now, I'm out. It's been great. We'll talk FPL next time. See you later, people.